Hey everybody.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Is anybody here? Hey Corey, how are you? I had to put my beanie on because it's in the 30s here, or it's about to be. It's pretty dang cold. Hey Gary, top two, first two comments. Hey Chris, hey Marcus, thank you. Hey Paul, are you out today? Hey Bonnie, I'm doing well, a little bit cold. Okay, so we are here in Portland, Oregon. Hey Joe, this is Carissa Des. I'm at Holiday Park. Hey Robert. And today we are gathered in solidarity with people that are fighting against the Dakota access pipeline. Everybody here and oh, it's Carissa. Hi. So yeah, we're demanding that Biden empty the pipeline and to stop using it. So there will be a march and probably some speeches. Hey Mike. Oh, hey Morty Shecky. I'll probably forget, so tell me later. Work at 7:30 a.m. Hey Shiz Cat. Got it, Paige. How are you doing?
Did I just turn that down?
My mask smells a little bit like tear gas. Might need to switch it out. Hey, Christina. Yo, 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 comrades, soy boy. I like your name. Maybe I should change my screen name to soy girl. I do like soy. Hey, Dee. We already got a drone over us. There's a drone up there. See that drone? Oh wait, what is that? Is that a helicopter?
Oh yeah, it looks like a helicopter.
It looked like a drone because it came from like, and then when I looked up, it's definitely a helicopter. It looked like it came off that building right there, but I doubt it did. Just got really close. Yeah, it's a helicopter. I doubt it's a news helicopter, but. Hey, K Variable. Yeah, actually, I think it was an alien. Hey, Taryn. Hey, Keelan. Kelly. The sound of the police. Hey, what's up, Kurt?
Yeah.
Drain the pipeline. Only gas bad for the environment. We shut it all down for the climate. Yes. We don't have any more time left. We need to take care of our planet now because we haven't in the past. Hey, Valerie. Thanks for the virtual donuts.
So we're like, that's
Mama D is not mean unless you provoke her, unless you do something wrong. Thank you, Dee. I'm going to share this to Twitter. I'll be right back, guys. against the Dakota Access Pipeline. We're demanding that Joe Biden shut it down. It's already, okay, I have the information here, but we want to make it illegal and drain the pipeline. Yep, gotta go solar, gotta go with wind, even though, you know, that's not great for birds, but I don't know if you can see this. It's not really, hang on. Hey, do you have my flashlight?
Oh, no, I forgot.
Dang it. Okay. Does anybody have a flashlight?
Well, shit, I usually do, but I don't.
Oh man. I want a flashlight. Sorry about that. I just wanted to shine a flashlight on
I got a
this.
second phone that has a flashlight. Oh, you got it?
I do too, but it's like hidden somewhere. Huh. Just shake it a little bit. Oh wow, okay, that worked. Alright.
My phone's all kinds of busted.
Here, everybody read this. Everybody at Standing Rock has been fiercely fighting on the ground. The pipeline is pushed forward except the river crossing, for which permits were not granted. Obama blocked permits at the last second. Trump forced approval through illegally. Judge ruled that it was illegal. A full environmental impact review was ordered. This resulted in a state of appeal, I'm almost done, that the pipeline not be drained. The court ruled in favor of the environmental impact review. By law, the Army should rule the permits illegal and void.
Is that better? Can everyone
We
hear
are
me
demanding
now?
that Biden calls for the pipeline to be emptied and declared illegal.
Thank you guys so much for being
Thank
here
you.
tonight. I'm just going to do a couple of announcements before we march, and then we're going to march. And I just want to let you all know ahead of time that the march is about 1.5 miles. So we have car support. If you would like to drive your car instead, just let me know ahead of time and we can get your car worked into the car support so that you can make it safely to the other side. Sorry, just gonna pull up my notes because I have to remember all these announcements.
She might say the same exact thing I said.
So these are just a couple of like announcements for streamers and just to kind of let you guys know where we're at. So if a speaker asks not to be streamed or on video, you can direct the camera only to record the ASL interpreter right here. Please make sure to keep the ASL interpreter in frames at all times. So if you are recording, it's more accessible if you do keep the ASL interpreter in frame at all times, please. There's a bathroom near the end of the march. So if you guys need to use the bathroom, it's about, I think it's like a 4 to maybe 5 minute walk from our ending location. So if you need to use the bathroom, just let one of us know and we'll direct you to the nearest bathroom. And then we also have a handout for press. So if you are press, if you could come find me, then I can give you the handout. The press members have been given a yellow band on their arms. So if you notice a press member having a yellow band either on their arm or a piece of tape that's yellow on their leg or on a piece of their clothing, that's because we have had a conversation and we all have mutual respect for each other and an understanding from each other. And that's just really important while we're out here for all of our protection. So I just want to thank the streamers for being out here and the press for being out here. And I want to thank all of you guys again for being out here. Water is life. It's very important to our people. It's very important to everybody. So we're going to give a little bit more explanation, I think, while we're here. We're going to have some speakers at the end of the march. And then from after that, the march will be ending. So we'll go ahead and I'm trying to see if there's any other information you need. I'm sure you saw on the flyer that this march is in solidarity with the Standing Rock youth. This morning at 9 a.m., youth from the Standing Rock and Cheyenne River Sioux Nation youth held a 93-mile run to the Cannonball River That Cannonball River is, oh my gosh, I'm so terrible at pronouncing this.
You got this.
Thank you so much. ᴅᴏ宜괜 Sorry, I'm terrible at pronouncing. And I did not want to mess that up. That land is sacred. They marched to the camp and demanded that Biden stop the Dakota Access Pipeline. It is a common misconception that the building has stopped on the Dakota Access Pipeline, and it has not. The government always has ways around things. This is not the first time I've said this, and so that's why we're out here. So we're gonna go ahead and start the march, and we're gonna have some drummers and some singers, and then we're also gonna have some chants. So thank you guys again.
Water is life. Woo! ᴘᴏᴡᴜ, water is life. ᴘᴏᴜ, water is life.
ᴘᴏᴜ,
Water is life!
ᴘᴏᴜ.
Water is life!
Nice, Aubrey. ᴘᴏᴜᴜ. So if you want to watch some of their journey or want to know how to contact Biden to come. Thank you, Maria. ᴘᴏᴜᴜ, water is life. Remember. How do you do tea again? Donuts. Peace, love, donuts. Wait, how do you do love? You get it. So is that their Facebook page? Maria, can you post that one more time, please? Trains and trucks. There are different ways. Trying to squish the head. No, I was doing sign language. I was in ASL for like a year in high school, but I don't remember a lot of it. Hey, Jeremy.
Does your stream work good today?
Yeah, so far.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. How's everybody doing tonight? Where's everybody from? I know we have a lot of Portlanders in the chat today. Standing Rock Youth Council on Facebook. Awesome. Those people. Love to Ontario. We'll be starting a march here shortly. Love to Huntington Beach. I love it there. I love Muscle Beach too. I have a friend who works out there. Love to Michigan. Love to California. Hey Jody, you got it. Love to Indianapolis, Indiana. Every day. Stay woke. ANWR. Love to Coos County.
So just to make another quick announcement,
Rose City.
We have a few people that would like to join the car support, so we're just going to give them a couple more minutes to pull their cars around, and then we'll be starting the march probably in about 5 or 10 minutes, and we'll be headed over to that side of the road over there.
Love to North Dakota. Yeah, it's pretty cold here. It's in the 30s. Hey Cheryl, hey Rose. I have many layers on, but I'm wearing Converse and my toes are frozen. Love to Springville, California. Love to Kennewick and Pasco, Washington. If you're just now tuning in, we are here in solidarity with the Standing Rock Youth Council, who marched 93 miles to, what was it, Cannonball something? Cannonball Creek? And we're standing in solidarity with them against the Dakota Access Pipeline, and we're demanding that Joe Biden shut it down and drain the pipeline. Love you too. -7? Wow. 19 degrees. I don't envy you. It's actually supposed to snow starting on Thursday. There's a protest happening on Friday, so we'll see how that goes. I need to wear my snow boots. Hey Pam.
We're going to be marching here in just a few
Much
minutes.
love, much love.
And there will be some speakers.
I still need a picture, Rose.
They are is that the American Indian, what's the AIP?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't remember. I'm a bad streamer. I think it's that. Let me Google it.
The flag?
Yeah.
It's the National Indigenous
Oh,
flag.
is it? Nope, I was wrong. It's not
They're
them.
going to combat climate change. Yes, because they know how bad our planet is hurting, and they've known that for a long time, and so have we, but we've kind of taken what we have for granted.
What did you say the flag was called?
It is just a national, not just, but it's a national indigenous flag.
Okay.
American Indian Movement.
That was it. Is it that flag?
Thank you. I don't know who said that because I went by too quickly. Hey Ray, loved your TikTok video.
Yeah, it's the American Indian Movement flag. I didn't remember the last letter. Thanks, Chris's chat.
18 degrees. Hopefully you have a fireplace. Yes. Thank you, Jessica.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah, thanks for being
that's
here.
what this is in solidarity with. I haven't seen that string though. Dude, Ted Wheeler, what's up? I love your username.
Expropriation everywhere. They have drag races every Sunday in North Portland. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, it's too late to fix our environmental issues, but it doesn't mean that we should stop trying.
Or are they taking breaks?
Because if we want clean water for our grandchildren or even our children, we need to do something. We need to make some big changes.
I can barely run half a mile.
Oh, you saw it, Rochelle? Yeah. I have spoken to a lot of scientists, and they all can agree that we've already passed the tipping point, and there will be a time in our future where we don't have clean water. I know a lot of places, like where my parents live, where they don't recycle, and I don't think recycling is going to help everything, but it'll help. We need different forms of energy, and people need to be mindful. Hey, what's up? How are you? Did you get your bulletproof vest?
I've had my best.
Or the plates?
Yeah.
Nice.
That door tonight.
You're looking slick with your coat, your vest, and your flashlight holder. That's
She just didn't like it.
ᴑᴏᴏ. What's that?
She just didn't like it.
They didn't like your flashlight holder?
I was figuring it out. I'm like, yeah, I got one too. What's up?
No, we are just marching in solidarity, demanding that Joe Biden shut it down and drain it, make it illegal. The best place to live? Do you mean in the U.S.? The best place to live? I don't know. Canada? Who knows? With global warming, Canada is really cold right now, but if it warms up, yeah. In like 20 years, who knows? Maybe I'll be in Canada. What do you think? Mexico? No way. No way. Mars. Yeah, the moon will be the best place to live. Yeah, burning flags definitely isn't great for the environment. I will say that. But then I will argue that, we burn our garbage. So it probably would have been burned anyway at some point. But yes, I can agree that it's probably not great for the environment. Utah? No, Utah will not be great during global warming because it's already desert. Hawaii has a lot of earthquakes and volcanoes, so I don't know if that would be good. Dee, I love your dancing emojis. They're the best. I can just picture you dancing. Yeah, raise. Send a TikTok. You can send a link if you want. I just hope it doesn't get my page banned or something. Too much sexiness in one video. Hey Daryl, what's up? Queen Gay Boy.
What?
Yeah, Queen Gay Boy. Woo! China? No, definitely not China. You're picking the worst places. No, definitely not China. Although China is policy-wise doing better than us. What are they doing? They're basically making factories more sustainable, and I don't know exactly, like here in the US we tax our big polluters, and I'm actually writing a story on this. We tax our big polluters instead of forcing them to find different ways to manufacture or recycle more sustainably. Yeah, no, I have read up on what China is doing, and they are making their factories more sustainable, where the toxin output is being controlled. I don't know the exact names for the programs that they have there because my focus has been on the U.S., but yeah, you can read up on that if you're interested. Hey, if you're streaming, excuse me. If you're streaming, I don't know.
No, I'm not streaming.
You're not streaming?
It's a GoPro.
Oh, okay. But they asked that you get a pamphlet from them. The girl, you should talk to the woman with red hair. She'll give you some information. Yeah, I'm not saying that what I've heard is true about China. They could be lying. I don't know. Like I said, I don't follow their environmental policies as much. Shut up, Anthony. What do you know about China's policies on environmental sustainability with their factories? Yeah, I do realize how horrible it is. They have giant domes for that go over schools, where they have filtered air. and air purification systems because the air is so horrible that the kids can't go outside. Where did this virus start? Oh, we're talking about the virus now. Well, it depends on who you ask. China is our enemy. What are you talking about? I didn't say that. I'm just reading the comment. And the reason I say that is because when people rewatch the video, they don't see all the comments. So I don't want people to think that that's what I'm saying. Obviously, America is still in cahoots with China. We still have a lot of ties with China.
Okay.
Yeah, war against China would not be pretty. Jan is obviously a troll. Instead of trying to figure out ways to fix problems, some people just talk about all the problems and why you don't know all the solutions to them. That's all right. It's like 38 degrees here, I think, which is very cold to me, but some people in the chat were saying that that it's like -7 degrees where they're at. Hey Anthony, we're about to march in the streets. We're just waiting some more support. I think there are more cars showing up to to make sure that the marchers are safe from getting ran over. I think that's what we're waiting for. Ooh, it's hard to talk because my teeth are chattering. Do you think this is solar and wind? So just like land mass issue. I'm not saying that's the whole solution to the problem. Did I say that? I know a lot of people are for nuclear energy. I have mixed feelings about nuclear energy. Yeah, if they had like spiky colored hair, I'd be more cool with the trolls. Oh man, I used to collect those trolls back in the day. I used to collect trolls like you, to the trolls that are watching right now. I had like little troll boxes with all my little trolls. I had like 100 trolls this fun.
Yeah, I'm down.
Are you gonna need your hat? Still have your hat?
There have been cops driving by and Oregon State Patrol also driving by since we got here when there were only like 10 people. So they're definitely watching. Troll life. Do troll lives matter? I don't know.
Okay, so do you have another Diet Dr. Pepper?
Yeah, I do. I sure do. I have water. I don't have Dr. Pepper. I have water.
Oh, I got it. I found one.
Oh. I think we could film because their like backs are to us. Ian.
That it works to film the backs of people if
What?
there's no
What are you talking about?
activity that the police would find unfavorable.
Yeah, they're not doing it.
Because you could identify someone by their clothing.
Well, yeah, we know that. We know that Dak is back. We know. Trolls' lives don't matter. Well, if they had colored hair, it would. We figured that out already.
I'm happy that DAPL still remembers, and that's still important to most of us in our hearts. For those of us who were at ᴘᴏᴡᴡᴅ, Sacred Stone, and Rosebud camps that were in the Cheyenne River Reservation of Stony Rock, North Dakota. Thank you for remembering us that this is still a fight that needs to be still fought, because the pipelines are still in our grounds, they're still poisoning our waters, they're still a threat to our own humanity and our own way of life. Not only our own way of life, not only our way of being, but to the animals that reside within us, within our territories. So ᴅᴏᴏᴡ for coming here today. I shake you with a warm hand, and I embrace you in my heart, because I know that each and every one of the souls that came here today were here for a reason, because you felt calling and you came. Your spirit's here with us as we march today. And remember, as we march on this night, remember those who cannot march today. Remember those who lost their lives trying to protect our land from this pipeline. Remember those who received mortal injuries, serious injuries. They will never be the same again for this pipeline. And as we go about this march today, we all do it in safety, and we stay together and have one each other's backs. Because without each other, there would be no community. There would be no anyone. Because my sister told me, and I will quote this again, we are one drop of water. But if we come together, we'll make a wave. And if we keep coming together and we keep close to each other and we protect each other and we stand by each other's side, we'll be able to overtake any obstacle that comes within our way. We'll be able to overcome anything that comes within our way, because we are water. We can cut through stone. We can cut through metal. We can cut through life itself, because we are the bringers of life. Man or woman, child or adult or elder, we're all here today because we understand the importance of what it means to have clean water. We understand the importance to me to survive freely without having to pay the government, without having to pay anything, because we know what it's like to struggle, to go without, to feel like you're nothing, to feel like you are nothing, to feel like you're gonna be nothing. But today, on this day here, we are together, we are something, and we are strong because we gathered today, because we love our neighbors, we love ourselves, we love our community, and we love our city. Even though it's not what we wanted it to be, we can change that. But on this night right here, we have to stand here and remember that we are here for each other, and that we are here for the water, we are here for the city, and we are here for the homelessness and the people who do not have a voice. We are here for the people who cannot help themselves, and we are here to remember that love and community can accomplish any type of negligence or negativity of all kind, because they don't know what they do, they just get paid. They get paid to do what they want, or they just don't really care. But guess what, all of you guys here, ᴅᴏᴏᴡᴜ, thank you, thank you for gathering here tonight, for coming here with us to march on this night into remembrance of the DAPL pipeline that is
threatening the lives of my community back in South Dakota. That's threatening the lives of my brothers and sisters who are fighting just to survive. ᴅᴏ宜ᴛᴏᴜ. That's all I have to say. So let's
Yeah,
march
but that
with
pipeline
this
is
chant.
running through sacred lands,
Because I
and
ran
it's
DC, so we're gonna say
contaminating the water.
we run for our water. We run for our life. We run for each other. We run for our people. But today we march. And we march for our water, right? We march for our water.
For water.
We march for our water.
We march for water.
We march for our life.
We march for life.
We march for each other.
We march for each
We
other.
march for the people.
We march for the people.
We march for the love of the voiceless.
Love of the voice.
ᴅᴏ宜ᴛᴏᴜ, let's go.
Oh yeah. It's all good. Thank you MFTW Media for the support. How are you doing? ᴑᴏᴜ water is life. ᴑᴏᴜ water is life. ᴑᴏᴜ water is life. ᴑᴏᴜ water is life. Water is life. ᴑᴏᴜ water is life. 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 Damn, sorry to hear that. MFTW. Water is life. ᴑᴏᴜ means water is life. Oh yeah, Nestle water is gross. I think they just took it from tap water, or from a tap. H2O is the way to go. I'll start that one. Water is life. Water is life. Water is life. It means that we need to protect the water, because water is sacred. We're made up of water, and we need it to live, and we're not protecting it. That's what that means. Yes. I was actually trying to look up an article of mine. Somebody just asked if I'm BIPOC. That's why I'm talking about this. I was looking for an article that I wrote, so I looked up my name, and I found a thread on some weird board that was saying that I'm pretending to be a person of color and asking for money. But I actually am a person of color, even though, yes, I am part white. I I'm also indigenous Mexican, Japanese. I am Dutch, Greek, and Irish as well. So, and part alien too. I don't see any creepers or peepers, just some cops peeping. Here in the Dakotas. Spice of life. Yeah, my friend in high school used to call me a mutt, and I thought it was funny, but now I'm not okay with it. It's a little funny, but yeah, I don't know. Did you do a DNA test? No, I will never do a 23andMe test because I'm too paranoid to put my DNA out there, even though I'm sure it's out there already. Yeah, they're against the pipeline. I just know based on my family, like talking to my family. My grandmother's watching right now, and her side of the family was from native, U.S., Mexico on the border. My grandfather was from Japan, and on the other side got my white family. Greek, I guess, is brownish. Dutch and Irish. My family mostly immigrated here from different areas around the world, but my indigenous heritage is from Mexico. Viva Mexico! Yeah, that's awful. Gross. These are unique. 1312. It's a thing that they say 12 is the police. It's like slang for the police, because in LA County the drug unit was 12. So in a lot of rap songs you'll hear them say F12 because they were arrested for selling drugs. Good luck having a conversation about what? I missed that. AIM. American Indian. Sorry, what was the M again? American Indian. I'm sure it's something easy. Half Maori, half French. Cool. Boop. Comments are going by too quickly, sorry. Movement, doi. Thank you. I think you're up. DAPL separated. Yeah, and county, based on that ruling, should be shutting it down because it's illegal. And a lot of people thought that it was shut down, but it is not. It's not drained. Because even though it's illegal, it was ruled illegal, there's always loopholes. We're marching 1.5 miles today. It's pretty cold, and I'm not getting warm by marching, which I usually do. My fingers feel like they're gonna fall off. Is that your phone number? What is that? Oh, 1312. Oh, okay. Well, so far it's not peaceful. As protesters usually say in Portland, no justice, no peace. Just because nobody is vandalizing anything doesn't mean that it's peaceful. Because if these people were at peace, they'd probably be at home by the fireplace watching TV. They're out here because they're not at peace. Violet, they're probably just stocking up a bunch of bottled water on the moon or something. Only kidding. But that's what I would do if I were rich and the water supply was getting drained and contaminated. There are plants in California on the coast that are turning salt water into drinking water, but I think it's really expensive, and I forget the other cons, but that's something to look into as well. The water isn't going to completely disappear. In fact, it'll probably end up flooding. But just the amount of drinking water is decreasing. Clean water. They just don't want an oil pipeline on sacred land. And it's also contaminating their water supply. So there's been breaks in the pipeline. You think so, Choda dude? Yeah, desalinization, thank you. Thank you, Dee. I like this guy's little windsock over here. What does that say? Oh, it's a little, the windsock says DAPL and has a little cross through it. Isn't that cute? Increases the salt. Oh, I missed that last part of it. Yeah, feel free to have a safety meeting. Take a sip of your favorite drink, which is probably water. Where was Portland in 2014? I think they were protesting. Portland is known for its activism. Portland's very PC as a whole. Not everybody here. Yeah. And Portland tends to stand up for what they believe is right.
No good cops! No good president! No good cops! No good president!
it's a smaller march today, but there was a ᴅᴏᴏᴡᴜ event earlier that was pretty big. So I think a lot of people went to that, and maybe they were tired and didn't end up coming out to this. There's a pretty good sized crowd here. Well, money doesn't always buy happiness. I think they'd probably rather protect their sacred lands. And I'm not speaking for everybody, but obviously there are indigenous people there who are against the pipeline. Who would rather have their sacred land over money, but I can't speak for everybody. White claws for visitors. I had something that was similar to a hot toddy a couple days ago, actually. It's actually good for your throat too. It's whiskey and lemon juice and honey on the rocks. The only weird thing was that I had to warm up the whiskey a little bit so that the honey would melt. I'm not really a big fan of hot alcohol drinks, so put it on the rocks. It's pretty good. Where was I in 2014? Where was I in 2014? Let me think. Wait. I was in Spokane, going to college for taking environmental science classes. Not really thinking about activism or live streaming back then. Yeah, they did have Black Bloc in 2014. Black Bloc has been around for a while. It's been around for a minute. Yeah, I would definitely go for a hot toddy right now. That's for sure. No, most of drinking water comes from the Colorado River. Yeah, I think some of the drinking water, I don't know how true this is, but I read in the news a couple years ago that Portland's water was being funneled to LA. I don't know if that was in bottled water or what, but Antifa started in 2017. Oh no. And anti-fascism, Antifa, started long ago. Just Google it. Google, when did Antifa start? I believe it was in Europe, right? Just people against fascism. Black Bloc? No, I don't know when that started, but it's definitely a new concept to me. Whew, it feels like it's like in the 20s, but it's mid-30s here.
We
Pretty freaking
march!
cold.
And you guys repeat me. We march! For our brothers!
For our brothers!
We march!
We march!
For our sisters!
For our sisters!
For one nation!
For one nation!
We march for water!
We march for water!
We march for life!
We march for life!
We march!
We march!
For our brothers!
For our brothers!
We march!
We march!
For our sisters!
For our sisters! One nation!
I don't know who to tell this, but Seattle PD just killed a man.
I heard that. Yeah, somebody. I'm not too surprised, but that's awful. Yeah, pretty upset. Do you know who it was or what they're doing? I know that's like a troll question, but I'm just curious. Yeah, somebody posted that police killed somebody in Seattle, and they're still their body's still on the ground. Somebody mentioned that in the chat earlier, but I don't have any information on it. Somebody called me a hoe. I love this building, by the way. Oops, I tried to take a picture and I turned off my screen. Is Portland dies, there will be nothing to protest? What do you mean? Portland is obviously still standing. If you're one of those people that thinks that Portland is burned down.
Arresting people in their homes. I don't care what you do. Stay safe and wear your mask.
Hey yo, I just
Put your fucking mouth.
The dumbbell building? Okay, I'm lost on the chat now. I think I missed too much. Oof, these fingerless gloves. Who is the typing error? Good. Because Mama ain't raised no hope.
Right when they drummed, and I thought the glove made the sound, and I was confused.
It's a weighted glove.
It's a hollow bridge, is what it is.
I'm just trying to make my mama proud. Oh no, no. Mama ain't raised no hope.
Thank you for being here.
You guys hear that song? By Future. Yeah, I love this building. I'm not sure which one I like better. This one or the one that has giant potted plants on it. But anyway, back to this march. I learned a long time ago. Tell me something. Okay, I'm here for it. What's the question? I may have the answer, but I may not. Wow. Is that sign really promoting a parking garage? Okay, go for it, Eagle Crow. Eagle Crow? Sorry, right behind you. Oh, okay, D. I'm just trying to make my mama proud. Oh, nah, nah. I'm just trying to make my mama proud. Oh, nah, nah. We have to work with this association. Mama ain't raised no hope. Because my mama ain't no hope. If you like hip hop, okay, I'm gonna be respectful, not talk right now. is about the Dakota Access Pipeline. The drums are sacred in Native cultures, and I think doesn't it represent the heartbeat of the earth? Or am I wrong? Am I right? Am I wrong? Tell me what's right. One second. ᴑᴏᴏᴡᴅ! Sorry guys, my gimbal. I have to reset it. ᴑᴏᴏᴡᴅ! AJ. Tell me you don't love Portland. See, it's not burnt down. It's not destroyed. Portland's still beautiful. Sorry. Sorry about making you dizzy. Sorry for making you dizzy with my gimbal. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Hey, Hamish. DJ.
Hey, yo, throw that shit over.
Is it okay?
Throw that shit over.
Is it okay if I film this or no?
Yeah.
Okay. They're putting up a huge sign that they just made. I think it says Shutdown, DAPL. They're putting it over this overpass right here. You got it, Denise? Yeah, I hate it when they say that about Portland. They said it was okay. Same.
Climbing up there and moving around, but like,
you don't want to drop your phone.
I cannot afford a new phone. This is my living.
This is my computer. This is my calendar. This is my timer. I can't lose this.
And gig worker.
Yep.
This is my job.
My job in one little phone right here. I can't drop it but it says Shutdown DAPL, Dakota Access Pipeline. Hey, Nicholas. Yeah, there haven't even been any buildings burnt down in Portland. But for a while, people assumed, because of a comment that Donald Trump made, that Portland was burned down. They're like, Antifa is burning down their city, especially in Portland. Portland is so beautiful at night. I still am in awe, like when I drive over this bridge. Yeah, I mean, Maryland, people have different views on that. Some people are, you know. Yeah, they
just did? I missed it.
You can't really see it anyway. Businesses are leaving because a lot of them are shut down due to COVID. The only thing that businesses can do right now are do takeout, and not every business, not every food delivery business is set up for that. And even the ones that are in competition with all the other restaurants that are doing like 0 delivery fees. And when it comes to other businesses, like they're like the little shops and everything, people are too afraid to go to those, and they're buying online, and those businesses haven't been set up to sell online, especially like the plant companies and whatnot. So you'll see like Home Depot still open because they are set up for that and they have the money to be set up for that. But movie theaters are shut down. They've been shut down for months. Concert halls have been shut down. Bars are shut down, not because of the protests, but because of COVID, because Kate Brown is trying to protect the people, and a lot of businesses cannot be open right now. Movie theaters are renting out movies and selling popcorn and concession snacks, but that's not going to pay the bills. So they are getting grants and loans from the government to stay open, but they're just staying afloat. Yeah, the plywood is not closing them. Like, people still go to restaurants and pick up food from businesses that have plywood over the windows. And a lot of businesses are doing that just in case somebody goes and breaks their windows. But
You know what the banner said?
it says Shutdown DAPL.
Okay. That's on the banner said. It said Shutdown DAPL.
Yeah. Contrary to what a lot of people believe about Portland or any other metropolitan city, the businesses are being shut down due to COVID-19 as to stop the spread of the virus, not because their windows are being broken, not because people are afraid to go to different areas. The 7-Eleven by the Justice Center, if y'all are familiar, the place where the protesters would go and get food and drinks, they were doing very well until the protests stopped at the Justice Center. As soon as the protests moved to different locations, they went out of business. And I actually talked to the person who worked there regularly. And that's what they told me. And yes, maybe crime has picked up in areas. And I'm not saying, shootings are okay. It's very bad. But I think a lot of people are cooped up in their house. They're running out of resources. They're losing their homes. And nothing's normal right now. I don't think Antifa has ruined the image of Portland. And frankly, I don't think Portlanders, especially longtime Portlanders, care, because a lot of people are moving here from out of state and increasing the prices of rent and increasing the housing costs in general. So honestly, I don't think Portlanders are worried about that. Do a little research. Do a little bit of research about Portland. So you know everything about Portland. Cool. many business owners as well, as I am a small business and I work with several small businesses in the area, and most of them that I work with, the owners are for the movement. So I'm not sure who you're talking to. And I have done interviews if you've been following me. Thank you very much for your input, Eagle Crow, and for your thoughts and your questions. Much appreciated, because I encourage discourse. Because who's going to learn anything if we are all living in a bubble and speaking in an echo chamber, right? ᴑᴏᴡᴀᴅ, water is life. Free your mind and the rest will follow. Did you know that here in Portland, when activists were demanding that the PPP be defunded by at least 50%, the first thing that they got rid of was the Violent Crimes Division, the Portland Police Bureau. Hey, what's up, HBL 503? Glad your Rona is gone, Roger. Yes, relaxing is good. Dabbing. I just did a dab. The dance, not the weed. Hey, Fred.
Watch out, these guys take a picture.
Typical Tuesday. Typical Portland Tuesday. We out here. Portland's out here as usual. Hey, hey. Do whatever now. Somebody screenshot this. During the holidays, this Rudolph has a little red nose. Not right now. They took it down recently. The dance move for you. Yes, this stream is safety meeting friendly. So feel free. You have my permission. Have a sip of your favorite beverage. Mine is always canned water with bubbles. You don't know the dab dance? New president, no COVID? Are those your wishes? Well, you got one. Did you know that New Zealand won COVID? They beat COVID, guys. New Zealand. I wanted to go there. It's not quite Australia, but yeah. I did a little bit of research, and you have to stay in quarantine for 2 weeks, and you basically have to stay in a little jail
Word up.
for 2 weeks.
What's going on back there? You got a lightsaber?
Woo! I need that in my life. Are they selling those things? That would be smart, because I would buy one. Native New Zealand sister. That's cool, Rob. They have no snakes in New Zealand. Did you know that? The Prime Minister is a woman. woman, and she's up for re-election, and she seems pretty cool to me. So vote for her. I forget her name because I don't really pay too close attention other than the small amount of research. No, it's not a little jail. It's like a resort, but I don't really smoke cigarettes, but if you want to smoke a cigarette, you have to call and get permission for somebody to escort you outside to take a little smoke break. Yeah, no snakes. No snakes there. Bliss Q, you are a troll that rides the line. Not you. Did she win re-election? Yeah, see, like I said, I'm only familiar with the short amount of research that I did on New Zealand, but they beat COVID, so there's that. I'm not really supposed to get the car caravan, but it's kind of hard right now. Hey, Frida Peoples. They gave me the okay to film today. I got that little pamphlet that I showed y'all at the beginning of my stream. I am friends with some of the organizers, actually, and they don't want you to get the protesters' faces, but they're okay with, you know, getting like the speakers' faces and stuff, and they gave me this thing so that people would know that they don't need to beat me up. Just kidding. Oh, thanks, Cheryl. Of Mother Earth, so you can't beat that. What's sicker than that? Nothing. Hey, get in on this. Get in on this.
I am on it. There we go. Mask, please. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
6 feet apart.
She's got a mask. She just hasn't put it on yet. That is true. That is true. When the windows are being broken, I do not film. And that is because I am not here to be surveillance for the police. They have their own surveillance. And if I were to do that, I would be kicked out of the protest. So there's that. And I talk about this almost every time I stream. I don't film protesters doing illegal activities. And I also do not throw stuff at the cops, because to film these protests, I have to give some sort of respect, and if not throwing water bottles at the cops is considered respect, then yes, to that extent, I do show respect. And also, it's a privilege to be able to film these protesters making history. So, what's up?
Seattle Police Department just killed somebody like an hour ago.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Sorry.
I don't have any details about it, but
Northwest Africa.
Potentially on 24th and Massachusetts.
24th in Massachusetts, maybe 2 people.
Northwest African American Museum.
And I know that this is a troll question, but do you know what happened? Like,
I just found out about it in my chat myself.
We'll find out more details later.
All I know, and that's all I'm comfortable confirming. I don't want to put out more.
There was a report of shots. Seattle police arrived, and now there's a dead body on the ground.
Yeah, it's been there for at least an hour,
That's all we
I
know.
heard.
Yeah. It's fucking crazy, guys.
Yeah, so if, and I'm not saying that I condone window breaking or anything, but the reason why people break windows is well, it depends. It depends on who you ask, I guess. But I've asked off the record I've asked some people why, you know, windows are broken, and for some it's anger. They're fed up. It's in the heat of the moment. They're just, you know, full of anger, and especially right after, you know, George Floyd's death. We saw a lot of that happening in Portland. And if you're talking to, you know, like an anarchist, their goal is to destabilize the system. So yeah, I mean, it just depends on who you talk to, really. What happened, Hamish? Am I okay with them breaking my windows? Like I said, I'm not condoning the breaking of windows. I'm just explaining to you what I've heard when I asked, would I like somebody to break my windows? I think you know the answer to that. Do you want your windows broken? That's not a threat. I'm just like, you asked me that question. It's an obvious answer. I'm sure these, you know, I've actually talked to businesses who are in support of the movement who have had their windows broken. And yes, they were like, oh, that sucks. And I was like, but you are for the movement. What do you think about this? And they were like, you know what? People are angry. I understand. I'm not mad at them. Obviously, this is, I'm gonna have to pay for this, but they explained to me that, oh, I thought this was the, it would have been perfect because there's a Martin Luther King thing like this that says, what does Martin Luther King say about riots? Somebody post that. Riot is the voice of the people or something, like people are not okay with the system. Somebody quote it for me so I don't get it wrong. Anyway, this march is about the Dakota Access Pipeline. People look like them and smash window. The voices of the unheard. Thank you, Dee. Voices of the unheard. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. You want to be a hooligan? Thanks, Corey. Speaking of the unheard, the press conference that I was at should have had more people at it. That Indigenous community members put on.
That homeboy walking in front, do you know that guy?
This guy?
No, right over there. He was like walking by you. I saw him.
Oh yeah. He's cool.
He's cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So one of the things that I heard at the press conference on Friday that Indigenous community members put on was that not a lot of people come to their events. They're in support of the Black Lives Matter movement. They're here for it. And a lot of people that go to those events also come to their events. But in general, there aren't a lot of people from the Portland community that come to their events. You'll see maybe like 30 people at their events. And they hope that more people will come out for them. So as a whole, there's a big pile of poop right here. As a whole, I think I would say that the Indigenous community is unheard. So if there is any community that is ignored, it's the Indigenous communities. mention that too. They're ignored unless they're at ICE, and then they're targeted. They're usually standing there with balloons or a candle or something, and they're just standing in the front peacefully, quote unquote peacefully, and they're the first ones to get arrested. Somebody said there was a restroom over here. I'm hoping that's true. Dude is a fart. Jeff Mack, that sounds familiar. Yeah, I did hear that. I did hear, where was that? Hey, what's up, Nara? Where you at? No, they're not going to ICE, I don't think. So yeah, I did hear that police are joining protesters. There are police that are speaking out and are in agreement with these activists out here. That things need to change. The system is backwards, upside down, and needs to be changed. There were 14 police officers in a very short period of time in Portland who quit their jobs because I don't know why. I didn't ask them, but that is not true. That is not true. The person who posted that. Oh wait, you're launching a website. Okay. I thought you were trolling me for a second, but anyway, yeah, there were 14 police officers within the past few months that have quit their jobs because maybe they have a change of heart. Maybe they're tired of dealing with the protests. But activists here are doing something, and now they are. I just read in the news today, actually, that they may. It may be illegal to declare an unlawful assembly. I didn't read the whole article, not gonna lie, but it appears, and from what I've seen, a lot of times the police will declare an unlawful assembly for people just standing in the street or having a speaker in the street or something, and then declaring a riot for somebody throwing a water bottle. And I think people are starting to realize that a riot is not a water bottle being thrown at one police officer. So there are some changes happening. A change is gonna come. I mean, it's not all happening at once, but I'm seeing some changes happening. Rough house, well. Pedestrians have the right of way in Portland, and people have the right to protest. Hey, BC Shelby. Nah, coffee is the way. I do like coffee, but guess what? Portland's a great place to live, other than COVID. Blocking traffic is unlawful.
Army Corps Division headquarters.
Well,
Which due to the structure of it.
Some people would argue that.
Besides the Dakota Access Pipeline project.
So we're gonna do a brown man.
you'll hear what the protest is about. It's about,
and we're here at the,
here, I'll tell you in a second if you don't get it
we're
from
at the
what they're
Army
saying.
Corps of Engineers. Army Corps is who is in charge of building the dams. Army Corps is who is in charge of building the pipelines. Army Corps is who's in charge of arguing against Biden for having the pipelines still continue. So that's why we're here. We're trying to get Biden to fully shut down the pipeline. And the Army Corps of Engineers here in Portland is one of 2 headquarters for DAPL, if you didn't already know that.
Wow.
Thanks, Chuck. I didn't realize I had an accent. Howdy, y'all.
Okay, if we could have everybody make a circle the best that we can.
This is Angela. I know her.
Just on the street or on.
I know her indigenous name, but I don't want to mess it up. It's C쏘ᴅᴜᴜ, I think. But
True.
I
Okay,
probably
so
messed it up
if
very
you're lower,
badly.
we're gonna dance in a circle. So if you're on the lower part, then you'll be part of the round dance, and if you're on the upper part, then you can just
Yes,
watch us if you'd like.
We ban people who incite violence, who threaten, and who spam, who type the same thing over and over again. Sorry, Jim Lester. My dad's in a wheelchair. He's been in a wheelchair for almost 40 years. It's tough. Thanks, Rob. I like your accent too. I'm supposed to be on the sidewalk. Sorry. I thought I was in the right spot, but I'm not. The disabled actually march during protests here in Portland. They're a group of folks in wheelchairs that come out and support the movement. This is really cool.
Oh, you're good.
Yay, thank you. Okay, I just got a new hotspot, guys. Okay, I'm dancing again. Yeah, I just got hooked up to a new hotspot. Yes, I was dancing. I borrowed a friend's hotspot. Yay! But I think it's just this app because, yeah, there we go. It's back. The Dakota access pipeline. They want to shut it down and drain it. What did ᴘᴏᴜᴜ99 have to say? I didn't see that comment.
Hey, I just wanted to share with everybody that my friend Steve Martinez, he's a political prisoner right now because of the No DAPL movement. He's in jail right now because he refused to bear witness in a federal grand jury. The feds wanted him to testify so they could try and keep themselves out of jail, because the feds, they used a munition and it could have blown a woman's arm off. Her name, I believe, is Sophie or Sophia, and Morton County Sheriff's launched a flashbang. It nearly blew her arm off. This was on November 20th, 2016, when they were really attacking us hard. So 4 years later, there's still trials to do with the Dakota Access Pipeline. My friend Steve Martinez is currently in Burleigh County Jail for refusing to bear witness. The feds tried to force him to bear witness so they could clear themselves from this horrific crime. He refused to testify. They took him to a secret court and sentenced him to 18 months in jail for remaining silent, for refusing to bear witness. So, even though we're not out there on the front lines, and Steve